Being on the penny used to mean something. It was worthy compensation for thoughts. But now it's useless fodder for petty wishes tossed out like common garbage 120 million times a year. Even though it's still technically money. It's tortured, humiliated, forgotten. The currency of choice for paying people back with spite. This is $50, by the way. Why are you doing this? Get me off this piece of scrap metal. Make me digital. Let me soar. Imagine me actually paying for stuff amongst the people again, instantly traveling the globe without fees or friction. Old Abe just wants to be good at being money again. Is that too much to ask for an old top-hatted dreamer?
Without fees or friction across the
money is happier when it's digital.
Fees or friction.
All right, and then they show you a cell phone, a particular app in the United States digital currency. All right, but I'm gonna give all praises, glory, honor, and power to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who were willing who I learned this truth from, and salutations to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth in all sincerity and diligence, risking your lives and freedoms, and shalom to the rest of the elect, as we all await the second Exodus coming quickly by the hands of Lord Yahweh Shah. Okay, so you see this video about Coinbase that just went out saying money is happier when it's digital. Okay, which just is no longer up for debate. It's no longer something that you can try to argue against, man. Digital currency, digital money is coming, all right, to America. Okay, in fact, it's already taking place in a lot of countries around the world. You know, this mainstream media might not report on it a whole lot. But I mean, when you look around a lot of these different countries, man, they've already began rolling this deal out. Okay, even when you look at Europe, which we know Europe is a part of the beast, right, in cahoots with America, they already approved their digital ID and digital wallet, man. So you about to start seeing that shit, okay? And again, they ain't talking about it a whole lot because they got you focused on everything else, okay? But yeah, nonetheless, man, the point being is that this they're about to roll that chip out, man. Okay, in this lesson, I really wanted to kind of touch on the fact that, you know, I speak as a man, okay, but there's, you know, a couple different ways this shit could go, man. All right, now we know Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, you know, he could have this deal play out, you know, however he see fit. Okay, but when you think about it, man, it's either A, you know, they pretty much when they roll out this digital currency over here, you know, they could roll the digital currency out first. Okay, cause you to download a app on your phone. Okay, you know, and that would be the same way whereby you would receive stimulus checks and all that shit during the case of this upcoming pandemic and lockdown and, you know, all these different things. Okay, and then they could cause the lights to go out. You know what I'm saying? Shut the grids down, do the EMP, a cyber attack, solar flare, you know, cutting them underwater cables. Right, then they could cause the lights to go out, at which point the only thing you'd be able to do then, okay, is to have to inject that chip. Because when the lights go out, the QR code in the app on your phone that shows your digital currency, it's not going to work anymore. Okay, this you know, the apps on the phones and shit requires internet. But as I'm going to show you, the RFID chip, it doesn't necessarily need internet connectivity, man. You see? So it's either A, you know, I'm thinking these devils could play it like to where they, very soon, Lord willing, man, but it's to where they roll out their digital currency over here because we see everything going on with the world. All right. The U.S. is, it no longer, they're fighting for oil because they've lost the petro status. Okay. And all these nations are de-dollarizing, man. So A, they could come out with their digital currency and, you know, make this the means by where you get any upcoming stimulus checks if they do that shit again with this next pandemic and all these different things, and then pull the plug and cause the lights to go out, you know, the blackouts, and then at which point the only thing left is for them to just roll out that chip. All right, or, you know what I'm saying, these devils could just have it to where the lights just go out and then they just roll out the chip, you know, to where they could skip this phase of having to have this app on the phone, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, you know, Lord willing, the latter happens to where the lights just go out due to various reasons, like I just mentioned, and then they just forced the chip upon people. All right, and you didn't, they skipped this whole downloading the app phase. You know what I'm saying? Okay, which is very likely that could occur, man. Okay, because again, with that RFID technology, it don't require internet connectivity, man. It could work without it. You see, now we're gonna wait and see. But the reason I wanted to kind of touch on this is because you had this particular comment to where this person here says currency will be digital RFID chip, rich and poor, which is a fact. Okay, that goes into the mark of the beast that we constantly warn the people about. All right, but then the guy who posted this video said, again, the chip is not coming until 2030. Central bank digital currencies will start on a cell phone as an app until 2030, right? Now, could that be the case? Sure. It could start on the app like I just went over. It could start on the app, you know what I'm saying? You making a couple payments and shit here and there for a couple weeks, or I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? You might get a stimulus check because of the inflation and all this shit. All right. And then they pull the switch and cause the lights to go out, at which point their final option is to just start putting that chip in people. Right. It could be that way, or they could just black this shit out. Right. And then just force the chip that way, man. OK. But to make the statement that the chip is not coming until 2030. Right. Once again, who's to say? Right. We know these devils in their heart of hearts. They've convinced the people that Agenda 2030, like that's like you have until that time frame pretty much before you can expect this dystopian society to be set up. OK, but at the rate these devils are going, man, we're looking at it happening way sooner. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lord willing, man, this shit is going to happen this year. OK. All right. You see, nobody said these devils had until 2030, man. OK, and the fact that you have people out here who, like this guy here, who may even know that the chip is coming, but yet they're of the persuasion that they have at least until 2030. Right. And is that not what the elites will want you to think, to have your ass caught off guard, man? The Most High say this shit gonna happen suddenly. OK, sudden destruction. Right. When they, you know what I'm saying, when they think peace and safety, sudden destruction come upon them. Right. This thing is not going to be to where, it's going to, you expecting it to be in 2030, the chip going to be rolled out. No, it's going to, Lord willing, man, it's going to happen before then. Okay. All right. Because the Most High is not going to allow these devils to fill their belly, man. Right. He says central bank digital currencies will start on the cell phone as an app until 2030. Now, again, could they start out on the app? Yeah. Very likely, very plausible. Okay, I mean, it's only two ways they could do it. It could either be on the damn app on the phone, or they just put that damn chip in you. Okay, but the time frame to where if it does start on an app to when it goes to the chip, it don't. Nobody said it had to be fucking till 2030, man. That could be a weeks. You know what I'm saying? That could be just a few short weeks. Like, oh, maybe here, they come out, announce it. However the fuck it happened. Okay, now you got the digital currency, you got the apps on your phone, blah, blah, blah. 3 weeks later, the lights could go out due to a fucking 9/11 attack, or China does this, or Russia does this, or, disease X, lockdown, pandemic. You see what I'm saying? All these different things. And then, okay, now that the lights is out, now what? You sure as hell not going to be using the app on the phone? Okay, it'd have to be that shit, man. See, and the point I'm trying to make is that nobody said we have until that amount of time, man. Okay. And the fact that it could, it could come out with, download this app, just like we see with Quick Eats and Amazon One, man. Download this app. It got your money on it, got all the information. You just use the app on the phone, make payments, boom, boom, boom. Right. It could start off like that. And then, after a short period of time, what I'm saying, due to an attack or whatever the case may be, the lights go out. And when the lights go out, we know them bitches not coming back on. So when the grids go down and all that shit, you're not going to be able to use this app on a phone. See, but what you would be able to use is an RFID chip. Okay, let me show you that real quick. Because I wanted to look this up. Okay, because you have people be like, well, if the lights go out and the grid shut down and the internet is out, then and I can't use the app on the phone. Well, how will I use the RFID chip? Well, the chip don't need internet. Okay. Not necessarily. It says, do RFID chips need internet? Um, RFID relies on radio waves for communication between a tag and a reader, right? So that's what it needs. Okay, the host, the tag, whatever, the chip, and then the reader, whatever device is reading, what I'm saying, and transmitting those signals, from the chip to whatever reader. It says, however, systems that incorporate RFID technology may connect to the internet for data storage, processing, or additional functionality, but RFID itself does not require internet connectivity. You see that? RFID don't require internet connectivity, man. It says, can RFID be used without internet? Do all RFID-based systems require that users have a Wi-Fi connection in order to work properly? No. See, so in the case of blackouts, which everybody knows blackouts are coming, we know the light's about to be cut off. We know we're fucking one 9/11 attack away, one cyber attack, one quote-unquote solar flare. You know what I'm saying? They've said the Houthis could cut those underwater fiber optic cables. We're just one event away. Now, when that event occurs, man, look, the phones are through. When your battery run out, that's it. You ain't gonna be able to be on the internet to show any fucking app you got, man. You see that? So the only thing that will happen is you would have to receive that RFID chip in order to, buy and sell and make purchases and shit, man. When all hell breaks out, at which point we know these devils are gonna have a martial law and FEMA and shit, so they're going to be rationing the food. And when they get you people to these FEMA camps, man, that's when they're going to put that chip in you. Okay, now it just stands to be seen whether, it's going to be to where the lights go out and then they just force it upon you that way, or, they have you, they announce the digital currency for the U.S., however that looks. And then they allow, I don't know if they're going to do the universal basic income instantly and stimulus checks and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then a short time after that, they cut the lights, cut the grid, cut the power. And then at which point their only other option is to force that chip in you. So the chip is coming either way. It's just a matter of fact. It's a matter of, if these devils even got the time to roll out this app, and do it by means of this phone and an app on the phone. Okay. Could it be? Sure. Does it have to be? Absolutely not, man. Lord willing, it don't. Lord willing, they they just, the lights just go out, and then that way their only other option is to use that RFID technology, which we showed you does not need internet connectivity. Okay. All right. So it doesn't necessarily need internet connectivity. All right. And so to this guy's comment here, man, saying the chip is not coming until 2030. Well, yeah, if I was the elites and I'm pushing that date out fervently, any of the people that were so-called woke, I would want them to think that they had at least until that time. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, I would want them to think that, but my whole time, I want to bring it a lot sooner to catch their ass off guard, right? And do the Most High not speak about suddenness? You see what I'm saying? Coming like a thief in the night. Okay, if you know the thief is coming in 2030 to do this, you ready for it. You see? So the thief is gonna come when your ass is not ready, man. Do you see? Lord willing, which is, this year, which stands to be seen. But yeah. Okay, now let's grab this. It's Job 20 and 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, okay, the Most High Salakia shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Okay, these devils are eating right now, putting out commercials like this. You see what I'm saying? Setting this beast system up. Got all the countries around the world rolling out digital currencies. You know what I'm saying? Nigeria, Zimbabwe. I mentioned Europe with their digital ID and digital wallet. You see what I'm saying? Et cetera, et cetera. The digital yuan, right? So they're eating now. They're feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Stuffing their fat faces. They're eating good now. But the Most High says when he is about to fill his belly, meaning when these devils, they're telling you Agenda 2030, okay? When they thinking they're going to be satisfied and have this digital dystopian society set up, guess what? When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating, man. So the Most High gonna do this shit while these devils eating. He never said he's gonna wait until they get nice, fat, and full and then destroy it, right? To where we gotta be living through 15-minute cities and, you know, completely living in that total surveillance life. No, Most High gonna shut it down, man. He gonna shut it down before that shit. Now we're seeing that we're seeing them build this shit up now, right? Because what? They're eating now. So this is the time where you need to be looking for the Most High to destroy this shit, man. Okay, and it's time like this. You see what I'm saying? Not when these devils, not when we're living through fucking Ready Player One and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You see, but yeah, man. Again, could it be to where, you know, you got to download the app to have your digital currency. You use that for a while. And even then, I'm thinking it wouldn't even be that long, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like there's going to be years like this guy saying, nah, man. If anything, it might be months. You know what I'm saying? Could be, but it could be weeks. It could be days. We don't fucking know, right? Or it could just be to where we completely skip that phase and they just, you know, cut the power off in this bitch and then roll that chip out on the people, man. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But again, point being is that Yahweh Bashim Shah is about to cut these devils short. He's cutting them short, man. So he told us he was speeding these days up. Okay. Give me one moment. Yeah, Job chapter 5 and 12, it says he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right, what's enterprise? Let's look that up on just Google. Enterprise is an undertaking. It says a project or undertaking, typically one that is difficult or requires effort. So their project, their B system. So Yahweh Bashim Shah is disappointing the devices, the thoughts, you know what I'm saying, the intentions, their, you know, of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, setting up their B system, man. So the Most High is going to disappoint these devils. It could be to where they thought that, oh, okay, we're going to, you know, on this date, you know, we're going to do this and we're going to have them, you know, use the digital currency on the app. Then we're going to, you know, let some time pass by. And then we're going to cut the power. And then we're going to force a chip. The Most High could completely disappoint it and just force these devils' hand to just cut the power and then force the chip out, man. You see what I'm saying? Now it stands to be seen. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, when you got videos like this, clearly shows you, man, what times we in, man. You see, this shit about to go down, man. But that's the point. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Bashim Rakakadash DTAY Baba Ball Shalom.